Thanks tonight. Day.
Don't fight it. It's time to go up a size. This is the biggest.
This is the biggest.
Our biggest show. The Hodaki Big Show. With Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue, and Keezy.
Oh, g'day, you mad bastards. Great to have your company this Thursday afternoon, the 9th of November, 2023. And you, my friends, are listening to The Big Show, brought to you by Night Day. And I tell you what, Mogey, looking magnificent as ever, my friend. And I'm loving the kind of bushman's look that you're running with. It's very masculine. It's very manly.
Do you want a piece, man?
Yeah, I totally want a piece.
I thought you'd be the kind of guy that would want a piece.
Yeah.
And I've got plenty of pieces to offer you, brother.
I feel it's the sort of look that I'd feel comfortable with you spooning me.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
sure.
And like being in a tent in the bush somewhere and it's all a bit spooky. And old Mogey spooning Hoodie J with his big hairy face.
I wonder, can you see the ginger in it, man?
Oh, totally.
The ginger's coming through, isn't it, now? And it's getting to the point where I can see my top lip now out of my periphery vision.
Yes.
So that's good. It means it's getting there.
It's it's like a tabby cat.
It's a shambles.
You get grey, you're white, you're red, you're brown, and you're black.
Yes, thank you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very
So
hot.
the idea is that eventually it's just going to turn into a massive handlebar, and you can put a hand on each, and with your right hand you can go broom, broom, broom. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, totally, man. Sounds so good. Hey, Pugs, how you going, you mad bastard?
I'm good, thank you. Very happy to be here with you guys. Missed you yesterday.
Yeah.
Had a little very stripped back best of show, but I'm glad you're back.
Stop greasing, Pugs, man.
And you were saying, actually, when we were doing the podcast today, that the positive texts were just flooding in, praising your work.
I don't know if
You
flooding
said
was
your
the
mum
word.
was texting hard out.
Man,
Well,
hard.
she does like to text in. Shout out, Ferna.
Yeah, good on you, Fern. I hope you're doing okay.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
Concern text here on 3483 wanting to know if you've recovered from your itchy anus.
Me?
Mogey, yes,
yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's certainly a lot more manageable now.
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good to know, mate.
I brought in a small portable chili bin, which just is full of ice cubes.
Yeah. Well,
Nice.
seriously, the last time I looked at it, it's looking a lot better.
Thanks, mate.
So thanks for your concern on 3483. But right now it's time for
The Big Poll.
This is an interesting one, actually. Back in the day, this would have been an absolute travesty in my books. 0% beers, yes or no? Mogey, your thoughts?
My thoughts are, generally speaking, I go through, I'm on and off with the booze. Probably 50-50, I'd say, over the course of a year.
Sure.
And if I'm off, I don't bother with a 0% beer. I won't bother.
Right.
But if it's hot and I'm not drinking, then I will have a 0% beer then. Because it's still quite refreshing. You still have a taste for a beer, you know? But I have a little beer there.
Yeah,
so that's when I'll have it, but otherwise not. And I think it's a good option for people to have if they want to have it.
Totally, mate.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, totally I do. Look, I'm a tale
And if you have about 1,000 of them, you get a little bit of a head on.
Yeah, you get a bit of a buzz going on. Look, I'm a tale of two cities on this. Back in the day, quite seriously, if you had offered me a 0% beer, I would have slapped you across the face. No way in hell would I have ever had a 0% beer.
Same.
I used to be offended, I don't know if you remember the old Rheineck.
I do.
That was like 3.5%. I was like, whatever, dudes.
A normal beer is 4%.
Yeah, normal beer was like 4%, and that was barely acceptable to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
But now, without the drinking, since I don't drink, the 0% is quite good, because what I've noticed is when I go out, right, and it still happens in our country, if you're not drinking and, people come up to me and say, where's your beer, Jase?
Have a beer, man. Scull it. You want a shot, man?
And seriously,
what are you doing?
the amount of abuse that I've got, especially like if we go out and do the big show or something like that live in a pub, people just do not like the fact that you're not having a beersy.
That's right.
And so the beauty of the 0% beer is it looks like you're having a beer, but you're kind of not. But it gets people off your back because
That's
they're not hounding you and pounding you to go and have a beer.
Yeah.
That's my view on it. So I think they're quite good. And as you say, if it's a nice, hot, sunny day, you're sitting out on the deck, it's quite nice to have because I quite like the taste of beer.
Yes.
And some of them are actually quite nice.
Correct.
So I quite like a zero beer. What about you, Pugs?
Yeah, I'm always down for a 0%. I mean, actually, no, not always, but it's quite nice to just have something cold, like you say, Mogey. Something cold in the sun that tastes like a beer.
Yeah, and allows you, because that's the thing with the driving and all that sort of palaver now, you can't even really have one. Well, you can, but then
It gets a bit
Responsibly.
especially, with your sort of boutique beers that are about 50% alcohol.
That's right.
Hey, yes.
Can I just say that for me, I think it'll be 60-40 yes.
Okay,
Jase?
yeah. I'm going to go 65-45 yes.
What about
That's not-
65-35?
65-35.
Yeah, okay.
The Hodaki Big Show, weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Oh, yes, indeed, REM there on the Radio Hodaki Big Show this glorious Thursday afternoon, 23 minutes past 4 o'clock. If you missed the Big Show Big Poll, a 0% beer, yes or no, was the question.
Yeah.
You got a few texts there, I believe, pugnacious.
Yeah, we got heaps of great ones.
Pugalicious.
The first one says, "Hey guys, I work a pretty physical job. At the end of the day, I love to fill a pint glass with 0% and drill it. Then I can go about the rest of my duties, like putting the kids to sleep. Full strength afters."
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Good if you've got stuff to do, but you feel like a beer at the end of a long day.
Yeah, nice.
Another one here: 0% beer equals 100% poser. Hoity J has gone soft in more ways than one.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's a bit...
It's not very nice.
Actually,
eh?
I mean, if one of you were to come across the studio at the moment and touch my chest, she's pretty hard, man.
Nice. Another one here. Another one here. Yep, 0% is such an awesome option. Annoying, though, when you're trying to be stealth and not cop flack from your mates for not drinking, and then the waiter brings it to your table, pours a mouthful into the glass and hands you the glass and the bottle. See, I can imagine that happening if you're trying to be stealthy about it. And then another, there's quite a few here. Quite polarising, though.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Keep them coming, keep
it's
them
going to be
coming.
polarising. Hey, Jase, I want to talk to you about technology, man, because I know that you're up on the sort of the play with this stuff and just see what you think about it. You've probably already heard about it, but iHeartRadio, you know about iHeartRadio?
Yeah, mate.
Yeah.
I helped set it up.
Yeah.
iHeartRadio.
He wrote the code for it. It's an app, Pugs. You probably haven't heard about it.
Nah,
It's an
nah.
app that you can listen to podcasts and radio on. Pretty much everything on Hodaki's on there, man.
Holy moly. So we're on iHeartRadio? You can listen to us anywhere.
Yeah. And it's got this new talkback feature.
Yes.
You know how we get people to text us?
Yeah.
Have you heard about that? Mm-hmm. And people can ring us up and talk to us. They can do that as well.
On 0800 Hodaki.
That's correct. But also now, when you go into your iHeartRadio app, right next to the play button, there's a little microphone, and you can say, push the button and go, you guys are talking real sense today. Great job, fellas. And that comes directly through to us, and then we can play it here and over the air. Pretty awesome that you can have that kind of live feedback in the moment.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Whereas texting... bit more tiresome, isn't it? Bit more time consuming. Ringing up, again, a real nuisance. Pugs is normally out in Studio B running the phones. Shambles out there.
Yeah.
But yeah, give that a crack. And all you have to do is download iHeartRadio app and make sure that your microphone's got the right permissions on it, which is pretty straightforward. I just actually had to do that
Yeah.
now and turned it on.
Yeah, nice. Well, it sounds like that sounds amazing, mate. So we can get actually voice messages instead of...
Yeah.
We'll start firing them through, please.
Yeah, start
100%.
pumping them through, and we'll give away some night and day vouchers for that one. First person to send through a voice message.
Yes.
And I might do one now, actually. We'll get
Is
a
that
night
so
and
you
day
can win?
message. Oh, look, it's not about winning, Pugs.
Oh,
You know.
okay.
Just on there, by the way, Mogey, in terms of
mate.
the old night and just between me and you, just I've got a couple of those.
What are you guys
vouchers,
talking
mate.
about?
Good on you, mate.
I went into old Pugs' drawer there and...
I heard my name. Did you need me?
Just pushed the dillies out of the way, and there was a little packet there of the old night and day $50 voucher. So if you want one of those, mate,
What,
I can sort you out. Sorry, Pugs, what?
Oh, no, sorry. I thought I heard my name. Did you need me?
No, it's all good.
okay.
It's all good.
No, all good.
But seriously, give that a try.
The Hodaki Big Show with Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue and Keezy. Weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki.
This is breaking news.
I've had a rough week, Mogey.
Oh, yeah, man. Hey, you got that shirt on again, the one with the yachts on it.
Oh, the sailboat shirt.
What do you say? I thought
Well,
you
that'll
liked
cheer
the
you
shirt.
up, man.
That'll
cheer you up.
Oh, right. Okay, does it cheer you up?
I love it.
Oh, I feel like you're having a bit of a go at it,
Not
actually.
at all, mate. Well,
right.
well, you're a bit sensitive because you've had a rough week, man.
Yeah, well, it's been... I won't get into the
The nitty-gritty.
nitty-gritty of my rough week, but Tuesday night, I get home, and my wife says to me,
My wife.
thank you, darling, I wanted to wait till you got home because I didn't want to disturb you while you were at work and working as a top radio DJ.
That's not like her.
And she said, but I've got bad news. And I was like, oh, fuck. More? Because I'm telling you, there's been a lot of bad news going on for Hoity J at the moment. And I said, yeah, and joking. What is it now?
Yeah, good. Shouted at her. Good.
You'll recall that recently I purchased a car, Mogey.
Oh, the beautiful bugger. Tita.
A magnificent, well, not new, second-hand Tita.
New to you.
With sort of customised grille on it. Beautiful brown leather interior.
You bought it off the clowns at the circus, eh?
Beautiful brown leather interior. And I don't get into cars. They don't interest me. They don't give me mongrels. I'm not interested, but I love this car.
That's funny.
But I gave it to my daughter because she didn't have a car, so I went, it's for you, my love.
It's very charitable.
Some Marnus, some massive peckerhead, some absolute SOB stole it. Stole it, Mogey.
It's only human, mate.
So it's gone. Outside my daughter's house. Doosh. Stolen. Disappeared. Vermouth. So that really got on my goat. It got deep inside my goat.
Did it grind your goat?
It got deep inside my goat.
Yeah.
Yes,
Sorry,
babes.
this is the Nissan Tita
Yes, the Nissan Tita.
with the fuzzy dice as personally selected by me and gifted to you from the Big Show for your
Correct.
birthday.
Correct.
It had the
But-
fuzzy dice in it.
And it had some of my daughter's stuff in it.
Oh,
Unbelievable. Then yesterday, I was feeling pretty filthy. I had a lot going on. I wasn't concentrating. Went to the gym. Think I left my wallet on the passenger seat
That's
as I
weird.
went to the gym. And always when I go to the gym, first and foremost, I don't usually take my wallet to the gym. Secondly, I always lock the car because it's in the car park.
Thirdly, if I do take my wallet to the gym, I leave it on the passenger seat.
Yes. So I mustn't have done that. My wallet's been stolen.
Ah.
No word of a lie. And what a massive ball ache that is. Cards, licence, probably expired anyway. Car park, card,
Yes.
all of it gone.
Connie's.
Yeah, my condoms.
Yeah.
All of that just disappear-a-vu.
A few bags in there.
A few baggies.
what?
And, you know, a boot chocker with dillies.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
So, you know, that's already about $500 there.
Yeah.
500, those are
It's a
cheap
bloody
billies.
nuisance, man.
So that's been my day the last 2 days.
Yeah.
My car gets stolen and my wallet gets stolen.
I've got a feeling that your wallet's going to turn up.
Look, I've scoured high and low. Even my wife has looked because she's like you. She goes, I guarantee you it's just here.
Yeah.
And it wasn't there, or there, or there, or there. It was it's gone. It's been stolen.
Do you remember when I lost my wallet a couple of years ago?
Yes, I do.
You remember that? Do you remember where it ended up being?
In your Ugg boot?
Oh, that was one of the occasions, yes.
Oh, because you lost it more than once.
The
Yes.
other occasion, I lost it for 9 months.
Yeah.
Or it was almost a year, and it turned out to be in the Lazy Boy in the ACC studio.
Right.
They moved it, and then my wallet dropped out of it, and that's where it was. And I should point out that I checked it. I'd already checked it because I assumed it would be there, and it wasn't. So it came back to me after almost a year.
Yes.
So don't lose hope, brother.
Yeah, no,
don't lose hope.
I just want to put an SOS out there for people. If you've seen a brown leather wallet with my cards in it and my car park card and my license
And your connies.
Also, if you've seen
And your baggies.
if you've seen a Tita with it's silver, it's brown leather interior around the Ponsonby area. If you've seen that anywhere, can you text us on 3483? Help me out.
The Hodaki Big Show with Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue, and Keezy.
A few messages coming through, re the Tita. I appreciate that. Keep them coming. but I'm not going to put out the what the number plate was.
Oh, you're not?
No.
Why is that?
Don't know what it is.
Oh, sure. That makes sense. Yeah. Jace's daughter's teat has been stolen, everybody. So, say a prayer for Hoity J if you get the opportunity.
And my wallet too, by the way. Just very quickly.
And your dillies.
And my dillies. Just very, very quickly on the bloody insurance for the car. Bloody $500, what is it called, excess. And then they said $1,300 because you didn't have an alarm system on it. They never said that to us when we got the bloody insurance out.
Yes.
They didn't say, have you got an alarm system? None of that was mentioned. And they want $1,300 for that as well.
Yeah, I think they've got a good point there, Mason, dear. Hey, I went to the dentist today.
Good on you, mate.
I just want you want to get it sorted out. Got a couple of fillings there, which is bloody pissed me off. I'll be completely honest with you. But I went down there. I'd sort of had an assessment with a dentist a couple of weeks ago, and then I entirely forgot that I had an appointment, and then rebooked and went down. Well, that dentist, it turns out, has left, so I had to get somebody else. I went in there. I get drugged up. They've got this new stuff where they numb your gums with something before they put the needle in. God forbid you should have any discomfort whatsoever. So anyway, this nurse numbs me up and I'm lying down there. I've got my headphones on because I like to distract myself from the drilling reverberating through my skull.
Yes.
When who should walk in all dressed up as a dentist, but old Hoity J.
Oh, no way.
Yeah. Well, what do you mean? What do you mean? All dressed up as a dentist? I was doing your dentistry.
Well, that's as it turned out, but I didn't know that. I thought you were just taking the mick. But it turned out that you were actually the dentist, and you did the work for me. And
yes,
may I say, Hoity J, you did a fine job.
Thank you, mate. I appreciate it. It was pretty shocking in there, but we got it done, didn't we?
Yeah.
Bit of cement filler, da-douche.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I didn't know that you were a qualified dentist.
I'm not qualified.
Right. Because you said you were.
Oh, yeah, I said I was.
Yeah. Is that to get... Because you probably won't get much work, is that right?
Well, what I found, actually, when I opened the practice was that people seem to need to know that I was a qualified dentist.
Sure.
So that's what I said.
Yeah. Because if you say that you're not a dentist...
Yes.
Then people assume that...
Oh, no, I am a dentist. I'm just not qualified.
Oh, no, I understand that. And that's the thing as well. I guess if you tell people that you're a dentist, then people have got no reason to distrust you.
Yes.
Because they assume that you'd be telling the truth.
Well, it's like the difference...
Which is not necessarily the case. Like this case.
Yes. Well, it's like accountant versus chartered accountant.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? I mean, I never went to dentistry school or anything like that.
But you've had teeth your whole life.
Yeah, but it's like... And also, it's amazing what you can find on YouTube.
Yes.
And I came across... It was actually at a flea market, a whole lot of old dentistry gear. And I thought, hang about, this could be a nice little sort of, what would you call it, a little fillip to my earnings.
Sideline.
Bit of dentistry.
Sure.
So, yeah.
And I've always sort of subscribed to the theory that if you want to learn, do.
Totally, man.
If you want to learn, do.
Don't let qualifications stop you.
And that's the thing, man, because you'll find... that school's not for everybody, but I wouldn't let that stand in the way of you in a career in dentistry.
Totally.
Or any kind of medicine or law or anything like that. There was a gentleman in the news recently who got prosecuted potentially in the United States. No, it might have been South Africa for pretending to be a lawyer.
Sure.
But he'd won all 90 of his cases.
Exactly.
So actually getting a degree is often a barrier to success.
Well, I'm also a gynecologist.
Oh, yeah. I'm a proctologist.
No qualifications there.
No.
But, she's all good.
The Hodaki Big Show, weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki.
We've been talking about the iHeartRadio app and the new feature on it, which is called Talkback, where you can send us direct messages to the studio instead of a text. So we've asked people to do that to us, and do that for us, and we've been inundated, haven't we, Pugs?
Yeah, we got a few here. Should I just start firing them off, fellas?
Do it, man.
Dude, we love the instant feedback.
Backbone. Keep up the good work, fellas.
That's a nice one there.
Yeah,
that's really good.
Yeah, really
And that's
nice.
good to just remind us to do just keep up the good work.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because sometimes I forget to do that.
Yeah, I always do.
Oh,
Thanks,
I
mate.
never noticed, guys.
Good on you, mate.
Got another one here regarding the big poll.
You get a massive backbones. It's a no to the 0% beers. Look, if you're going to do that, just stick to the soft drinks there.
Thanks, mate.
And what I'm finding is we've got a bunch of sickos out there that listen. Did you hear that, guy? Can I just get the start of that again?
The start of it?
We just play it and then we'll stop it.
Yeah, g'day, you massive backbones.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Maybe
He's
he
a
was in
sicko.
like a public place or in the office or something, you know?
You know what it reminds me of, actually, Mogey, is that little video we made the other day out in the office there with me and you. And I had a bit of a weird voice going on there too.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. Is that what I sound like?
Yeah,
Wow.
it is.
We've got a couple here regarding the Nissan Tida,
Oh, yes, my
Jase, regarding your...
My new Nissan Tita's been stolen, everyone, by the way, Tuesday night.
Yeah, g'day fellas, it's Southsea here. I'd like to just report the missing Tida. I've in fact seen it driving around the North Shore. Now, we thought Keezy was overseas, but I think he's the mongrel that's behind this horrible robbery. Give him a ring, I reckon.
Thanks, mate. Yeah, well, I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if Keezy was involved in some way. He's always been a little bit underhand, isn't he?
Well, yeah, he wasn't happy that you were happy with the Tita.
Yeah. You did warn me about the Tita too, didn't you?
I did.
But there you go.
Anyway, keep them coming. Jump on the iHeartRadio. There's a talkback function right next to the play button when you're listening to Radio Hauraki. Fire through any questions that you might have, any shout-outs, any comments. Keep them coming, mate.
Beautiful.
This is going to change. This is a radio revolution, baby.
It sure is. If you wanted to be a top radio DJ, now's your opportunity. You can be on the radio. So good. Oh, God.
Oh, God.
Oh.
Oh, God.
Oh, my God. Oh,
yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Guns Roses.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue, and Keezy.
Kia kaha, brother. Speaking of good times, the Black Clash next year, January 20th, live at the Bay Oval. She's going to be all on, Mogey.
She's going to be an absolute monster, and as usual, they're drip feeding us these players. I've already announced that Brian Lara, the man, the myth, the legend, will be playing for Team Rugby,
Yes.
if you can work that one out. But we've had another announcement today, Hoity J, for a second wild card.
Right. Okay. What's that one?
Well, that one is the NRL star, Jonathan Thurston.
Oh.
He's an absolute backbone of a human being, obviously one of the immortals in rugby league, getting a title or two, actually, maybe, for the North Queensland Cowboys. So he'll be coming over. He's a funny human being. He's in the commentary now. He's got a laugh on him like a drain. And very funny fella. Doesn't mind a brew. I don't know if he can swing a bat, but he can swing a few beers as well, I reckon. I reckon if we can get him in the hot tub with me, it'll be good eating.
Yeah. Sounds good, mate. Sounds good. What do people need to do if they want to get tickets to that, Pugs?
Well, we're giving away tickets to the hottest seats in the house. So details for that at hauraki.co.nz. You could be joining us in the spa. There's extra goodies in there as well.
Good stuff, mate. And you get to see Mogey in a spa.
Oh, yeah, also that.
Yeah, can't fault that. Hey, fellas, I've just started this this new sort of business thing I've started, and because I'm doing that, I have to write a bio. Jase, you'll know about this. A bio is whenever you read about somebody, and it might say Jason Hoyt is an actor with over 30 years' experience in the New Zealand industry, having appeared in TV programs like 7 Periods with Mr. Gormsby, Outrageous Fortune, blah, 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 and they go on for a couple of hundred words. Whenever you read those are actually written by the person themselves, writing about themselves in the third person. So just keep that in mind the next time you read it. It's quite funny. I've got about 8,000 versions of mine, but I had to do a new one because I never keep track of them. So I thought I'd go onto Wikipedia and just see if it could help me out. So that I didn't have to start from scratch. So I've jumped on here, and I didn't actually know that I had a Wikipedia page, but there you go. Wellington Paranormal, yeah. What we do? You're in here, Jase.
Am I?
Currently a co-host on Radio Hauraki's Big Show, 4 till 7 weekdays, alongside fellow New Zealand actor and radio DJ. It doesn't say top radio DJ. Jason Hoyt and Chris Keezy. It bangs on about where I grew up and my past life, but it finishes thus. Minogue developed and starred in web TV series The Watercooler in 2016, has produced a number of short films. He stars alongside Jason Hoyt and Chris Key in The Big Show on Radio Hauraki, and most recently was judged to have the second largest honker on the show.
There's no way.
It does say that. And I thought, what the fuck? What? How is that? That's not right. And I thought, oh, that's all good because I'll jump on Jace's one and see if he's got a Wikipedia and see what's going. No mention of a honker whatsoever on yours.
So, I didn't know. So you saying that the Wikipedia is written by yourself?
No, not the Wikipedia, the
right.
bios, but the
Yes.
Wikipedia are written by other people, 100%, but the bios that you read of people, you know?
Yeah.
But for some reason, yours has got no mention of a honker, and yet you've got the biggest honker. And I'm not having a go at you, $10 or anything like that.
$10, Pugs.
No.
But why is somebody having a go about that with me?
Am I right in saying some Wikipedia pages viewers or readers can make edits that are moderated?
Every page can be edited by somebody. I don't know what it is that that allows you to then do it. I tried to do one for Chet Keezy, but he hasn't got a Wikipedia page, so we're all good there. But if somebody could just jump on and mention that Hoity J has got the biggest honker.
Yeah, no, don't do that. Jason Hoyt is is a New Zealand screen and voice acting legend and top radio DJ.
So you wrote that one.
He has at least 25 television shows to his credit, about 40 actually, and is best known for his roles as Steve Mudgway in Seven Periods with Mr. Gormsby and Malcolm Smudge in Nothing Trivial.
In having the biggest honker.
And there's also another thing here of me on my Twitter account saying this stuff which I've never said in my life.
Is that right?
Yeah, which is really bizarre.
That's interesting. And it does round off with saying Hoyt is also infamous for his cook the man some effing eggs scene from the late night Big Show Big Breakfast.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast. Catch them weekdays from 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Very excited about our next guest, an icon, legend of New Zealand music. And I'm speaking about the one and only, him, Dave Dobbin.
Sir Dave Dobbin.
Martin Phillips. Yes.
Can you tell us, Jordan, why you haven't been knighted yet?
Yeah, what's going on there, Jordan? You magnificent beast.
Like Sir Richie McCaw, I've turned it down.
You turned it down?
Did you?
Oh, yeah.
Did you?
Throw me a dolphin.
Good on you, mate.
Well, for Charles, or I don't know. Either way, let's talk about Play It Strange.
Yeah. Well, can I just ask before we get into that, Jordan, how are you, mate? What's going on in your life? What are you doing? What are you up to?
Touring.
Yes.
And
it's that time of year again.
Well, it's always this. Music is music.
Yes.
You write songs. You wake up in the morning, flipping heck. It's like, what, are you going to have toast or no? I write a song.
Yeah.
I'm making some tea. I don't know. What is love? Honestly, straight as. I'm still flipping writing.
Yeah.
And as soon as that disappears, well, then you can, interview me and I'll go, well, I'm not actually writing anymore.
Are they still coming to you as thick and fast as they always have?
Out of the ether.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, lyrics are really tricky, because I can't necessarily write about what I'm thinking about. They're coming. The lyrics are very tricky.
Yeah.
I want to be singing about something I want to sing in about 10 years' time, or that other people might sing in 20 years. I don't know, 50 years. Well, sing Matilda.
Yeah. There's one that sticks with us here on the Big Show, and it's when I go, it's been bugging me. And we say that as a catchphrase just to each other within the studio. That is an absolute earworm that we say probably 4 or 5 times a day, and that's without a lie.
I don't want to sound old or anything, but this is actually a real radio thing here. We radio a song about songwriting, and this is what Play It Strange is about. It is about songwriting, and you put your ideas in, and gosh, it's a great start because people don't know what's going on. Me and Mike Chan went to a classroom one time, and there was a lady whose name eludes me, but she created this brilliant song, and I'm going to invent her name, Amanda. Michael said, now how many people in the classroom, about 30 or 40 people, said knew Amanda wrote this song? And only 2 or 3 people put their hands up, but after that was Amanda the coolest lady. Going, oh gosh, Amanda's a songwriter. And performed it and played it. And of course, not all songwriters are great, or singers, or extroverts, or
performers.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Entertainers.
Yes.
And
that was never your problem, Jordan.
Never mind.
No. You're the ultimate showman,
I
weren't
couldn't
you?
write a song, it still jumped up there.
Yeah.
Couldn't sing, still jumped up there.
And what, for people that haven't heard of Play It Strange before, can you give us the elevator pitch?
Secondary songwriting competition. You're part of the music class. Gosh, the music classes these days.
Yeah. Have you ever taught music?
Taught it?
Yeah.
No, I was not trained in that.
No.
Being able to score music? No.
Yeah.
No. Quite. Oh gosh, we've done some stuff for autistic children and Tourette's and autistic children.
Yeah.
They can read a score. Can you? I mean, I'm sitting in front of Britannicas here, and of course we can read. Well, scoring music is clefs and trebles and goes across, but without, it's not an ABC. Well, it is an ABC, but they can go do 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 and go
right.
Do 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 do.
Yeah.
Da 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 da.
Yeah.
Scale. I mean, flip, man. So you got me off the track there, though.
No, that's, I'll tell you what we'll do, Jordan. We'll go to a tune and we'll come back and chat some more.
Bloody
It's
beautiful.
been bugging me.
The Hodaki Big Show with Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue and Keezy. Weekdays at 4 on Radio
We've
Hodaki.
got a legend, Jordan Luck, in the studio with us. What do you like to listen to, Jordan? When you're sitting down on your couch there, just chilling out.
I'm a real full album fish. So
Yeah.
Yes.
Same.
put down the 20 minutes or so of what's designed by flipping some heavenly being that actually I think is based on Beethoven, like what would fit on either that or Tchaikovsky, but it's the 20 minutes of a piece.
Right.
Yes.
We play a lot of Tchaikovsky on Hodaki.
Yeah.
I can imagine.
But people love it. People love it.
It's a throbber.
Sweet nutcrackers.
So tell us, we were talking about Play It Strange, and people out there listening might be going, what the hell is Play It Strange? What's the idea behind it?
Yeah. You're in musical class.
Yes.
Or you're not necessarily in music, but you've got an instrument, you're creative, and you start writing songs. You present them to your musical class, and boom, bam, you're away. You enter into competition. But it's not so much, I mean, I was saying there is a winner, but there are all sorts of songwriters that are able to express themselves.
Yes.
And it's been going for 20 years now. The big anniversary.
Aye, full loving to Sir Michael Chun. Flipping. I would not be speaking with you fellas had it not been for Michael Chun, who way back in the day was spotting. It's called A&R to a degree, artists and repertoire. It works for a record company and spots fish that are playing around the nation and goes, oh, these guys are writing some good songs. Maybe they deserve a record contract, kind of thing.
Yeah.
I don't know if you would have had to be a genius to spot you guys, would you? Would you?
We were turned down.
Were you really?
Who by? Outrageous.
Not going there.
Let's not relive old resentments.
Either ways. So you got these songwriters, and as I say, Jimmy Webb's hardly the best singer in the world. Burt Bacharach, Hal Davis the lyricist, obviously, but Holland Dozier Holland, hardly the finest singers. In fact, I don't know if they've recorded much vocal material themselves. And how many songs are they squirreled into your worm tree brain?
Yeah. Well, Jimi Hendrix, of course, never wanted to sing, did he? He always thought he was a terrible
I think he sang
singer.
with his guitar.
Yeah, well, he did.
Yeah.
But he always said, no, I can't sing. And they were like, yes, you can, man. Just do it.
There we are.
Or Chris Cornell, who started out as a drummer for Soundgarden before being forced in front of the microphone. So you think to yourself, how's he missed out there? But bad advice, I guess.
Otherwise,
got there in the end.
This is a creative expression of younger, from children to, it's secondary school, basically.
And it's pretty amazing. I see here that almost 7,000 original songs have been written and entered in its songwriting competitions, with over 1,100 songs having been professionally recorded.
It's
not bad, is it?
I was the adjudicator for at least half of those, and I stole most of them.
Absolutely, man. Well, Jordan, you absolute legend. Thanks for coming in, mate, and thanks for sharing
Play
that
It
with
Strange.
us. Play It Strange,
And
man.
Another 20 years.
Just
20
on
years.
that, the Play It Strange Trust will celebrate 20 years of transforming lives through creativity and songwriting and performance with a concert 20 Strange Years, Jordan. The evening will feature 10 performances by secondary school students and special guest presenters, including Jordan Luck, that's you, Peter Ehrlich, and past alumni Anna Mack on Thursday, the 9th of November. Do we know exactly where that is?
Auckland Town Hall in the concert chamber there.
Too good.
You can get all the details and learn more about Play It Strange at playitstrange.org.nz.
And Angels, the St. Kevin's group that I'm going to be playing with, you won't believe it, but it goes, it's been bugging me.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
Yeah, very nice, very nice. Now, the podcast outro, our bonus material we do outside of the show. It's not part of the radio show. It's separate from the radio show. To be honest with you, I can't even remember what we were talking about.
That was good, man.
Was it?
Well, listen for yourself.
I've told you this, and you've got to take advantage of it when you go to see the doctor. Whatever you're going to see the doctor for, get a testicle check as well. Otherwise, you know, it could be 2 years before you go back again. Or
I've got to get mine checked as well, actually, it reminds me.
What, your testicles?
Yeah.
Prostate,
yeah.
I can do that for you.
The trouble is when you do it, it just feels like you're rummaging around in there.
Yeah, well...
Do you know what I mean?
Well, you've got to. You can't just...
I know, but you're rummaging.
Yeah, well,
you know
I
what?
am.
It's aimless.
Well, no, it's not.
I know it is.
I'm looking
I can
for...
tell it's aimless because I've had it done by professionals and they know exactly. They go straight to the source. Whereas
So
you're sort of
saying
like...
that my...
You're peeking around all the corners willy-nilly.
Right. Actually, you were quite surprised, weren't you, Pugs, to find out that I actually did do prostate checks for old Mogey there, and I gave you one in Studio B about, 20 minutes ago?
Yeah,
It's all tickety-boo, mate. Looking very good.
Yeah, look, if I can just jump on that, just with what you were saying, Mike, I have to concur that there was a substantial amount of rummaging. And I'm not a medical professional, so I will let you do your job, but just something to keep in mind for future checks that you might do for your friends.
Just by the way, just on that, your prostate check, that's going to be on the Instagram account. Like, what time did you say that video is going to be released?
Depends on when producer Brooke can cut up the video. I've sent her the footage, so she'll be having a look at that round about now, I suppose.
Right, yeah.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
The Big Poll.
And the big poll today, 0% beers, yes or no?
Yeah, I went 60-40 yes, you went 65-35 yes.
Yes.
Let's see how we went there, Pugnacious.
Oh, yeah, just bringing it up right here, right now.
You,
all right, so 60-40, 65-35. You're both not quite there. The yes is 25%.
Wow.
So 75% of people are the no.
Look,
wow.
I'll be really honest with you. I'm not particularly surprised by that. As I
that's
said,
miles away from what you said.
Yeah, you predicted it.
I know, but then when
so far away.
But then when I really thought about it, I went, actually, back in the day, as I said, if you had said, here's a 0% beer, I would have said, you can shove your 0% beer. I'm not going.
I remember that part, but then you said 65 yes and 35
and that was
no.
actually after the discussion where you said that.
I thought I said 65 no, 35 yes. Yeah. But no, that is interesting actually, because my feeling was that there'd been a massive turnaround in that regard, and that people were actually going, no, I think they're bloody fantastic.
That probably is a turnaround.
Yes,
25%
saying yes
is probably a turnaround, but I think there's a difference between would you drink one and what do you think about them. And I think, well, I would drink them, and I also think they're good, but I think most people would never have a zero.
Yeah.
Most people would always have a...
One of the things I found about them, actually, which is a little bit disappointing, is they cost the same as your standard beer, sometimes even more.
Right.
Yeah.
And you sort of go, well, hang on. Come
Hold
on
up.
now.
Might as well have a water.
Yeah, exactly. Or a fizzy water.
I always also get ID'd when I'm buying 0% beer, even though there's maybe 0.005 at most in a 0% beer. I don't know why I'm still getting ID'd for that.
Even with that moustache.
Yeah,
even though that big, thick mo you're running there.
Yeah. I guess it's not thick enough.
Yeah, because by that same logic, then you would get ID'd for buying kombucha.
Yeah, you're exactly
You see
right.
what I'm saying?
Yeah, and they don't for that, do they?
No, they don't. And also ginger beer. Even ginger beer has got a little bit of alcohol in it.
Does
I didn't
it?
know
It
that.
does.
Jeez, I'm learning so much today.
Oh, it's a big day for you.
Do you remember those I don't know if you guys did this when you were youngsters, the old school ginger beers, when you made homemade ginger beers. Shit, that was good.
Nah.
No.
Oh, I used to do it all the time. It was delicious, homemade. And if you got it wrong, it would just explode in the old laundry room there.
What about if you didn't have it in the laundry? What if you had it in the lounge?
Well, wherever you had it, it could explode.
Oh.
If you didn't get the concoction just right. Well, there you go.
Yeah.
That is an emphatic answer.
Yeah, so I was closest. Is that right, Pugs?
You were, so you took that one out,
thanks,
Mogey.
mate.
Jace, you were the furthest away.
Oh, you were mold.
By so long.
You were so out of it.
5% more than Mogey.
I don't think that really matters at this point. You know what I mean?
No, you wouldn't because you came last. But because I won, I think there's a lot of value in that one. So tick, tick, Mogey.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast. Catch them weekdays from 4 on Radio Hodaki.
What's on the telly with Mike Minogue. I always struggle with the treble, actually.
Yeah, it's quite hard,
I've
isn't
always
it?
had a voice, very deep
Very
bass,
low,
you know what I
very
mean?
low, yeah,
Due to my massive testicles.
Yeah.
What did you watch, Mogey?
Well, we've had a couple of nights away, haven't we? So first of all, let me just say that I finished off watching Lost in Laramie, or whatever it's called.
Last stop.
Last stop.
Laramie.
It's great. It's magnificent. Great ending to it.
Yes.
A really great ending, which I did not see coming.
Yeah, and massively bleak.
Yeah.
So many of the characters.
Yeah, horrendous. But I cannot recommend it highly enough. It's 2 episodes. It's on Netflix. Last Stop Laramie. It's great. And then last night I watched a replay of the Kiwis versus the Kangaroos, the test match that we won 30-0.
Yes.
Just because we don't beat them very often, so I just watched it. God, I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen the game, treat yourself, man. And and what's great about it is also a rugby league crowd. Singing songs, it's totally into it. Like, it means so much to a rugby league crowd to get a win over Australia. It was magnificent. Really thoroughly enjoyed it. I particularly enjoy Nelson Asafa-Solomona, who is about, I don't know, he plays for the Melbourne Storm. He's about 6'10", and he weighs about 140 kilos, but he's just ripped, but he's a psycho as well.
Yeah, good.
So every time he comes on, he's just trying to punch people's heads in, and he can't help himself. So we're 30-0 up with 2 minutes to go, and he comes on the field. He tries to start another fight. He gets his shirt ripped off him. The Kiwis get a penalty, and then the ref says to him, Nelson, just try and keep your cool for the last 60 seconds, mate. And he puts up his hands like, righto, I'll do my best. It was a bloody good game. And yeah, as I say, watch it if you haven't. Good times.
Good stuff, mate. I got home from filming yesterday and my brain was dead, so I just went easy on the old Hoodie J brain, watched Spectre. James Bond.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes it's just really nice to put on. You're going to be entertained. It's stupid.
It's a great quality. That's great.
I love those
and it's,
movies.
Sexist and it's stupid.
The sexism's the best part. Well, it's also sexist against James Bond because it makes out that he's some superhuman. That these men are incredible spies and all this sort of thing. I got an interesting tidbit. Sorry to jump in on your story.
That's okay, mate.
A martini, shaken not stirred. Do you know the story about this?
No.
Do you know the story about this?
Didn't he invent that?
No. So
no.
If you get every film he goes up to the bar, he says martini, shaken not stirred. The reason why he goes for shaken is when it's shaken and then he's drinking his drink at the bar, it means that the water is separated from the vodka. So when he's drinking it, he's only drinking water. He's not drinking vodka, so he's not getting drunk, which means he is an amazing spy.
Oh,
wow.
You like that shit?
I love that shit.
No swearing on the show.
Sorry. Oh, my God.
Come on, man. You're better than that,
Did
brother.
you watch Last Stop to Laramie?
I watched it all in one night last night.
Did you like it?
And I liked it a lot. One thing that really bugged me was, you know how they would keep the camera rolling when the emergency alarm system would go off or when the phone was ringing?
Yeah,
and they're just sitting there, and it was funny and awkward once, and then they did it 2 more times throughout the doc. Yeah. Great doco though.
Those bits I loved it because it showed a police officer and how very, very easily he was made absolutely furious by something so minor.
Yes.
The Hodaki Big Show, weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Speaking of the Big Throbber, make sure you join us tomorrow afternoon when we're doing the Throbber to celebrate Superliquor's Cheers Giving.
Yeah.
Now, what is that, I hear you ask? Nominate a local legend who deserves a cheers by dedicating your Throbber vote to them, and they could win $200 in cash.
So good.
Yeah, really
Too
good.
easy.
Yeah, really easy.
Didn't think the Throbber could get any better.
But it does. And there's also another way of winning, isn't there, fellas?
Yeah, totally. So if it's any other day of the week other than the Friday, and you can even do it on the Friday, anytime outside of the Throbber, just text...
Could I do it now?
Yeah, well, the listener could do it now.
Sure.
You probably physically could, but couldn't win.
Hey, can you do it now, Mogey, and then show me how to do it?
Yep, sure.
I could
Thanks,
just tell
mate.
you. I could tell you. So if you text cheers, cheers to 3483. That's our text number, and then you'll get a link back to go and nominate your mate, and they could score themselves some cash thanks to you.
Yeah, sounds good, mate.
Good on you, mate.
Speaking of your Throbber there, Mogey, you locked and loaded for tomorrow? Or is that too early?
I've got a couple of ideas there, mate, and not too sure, really. I feel like I'm running out. I'm running out of Throbbers.
Yeah.
I've only got a few left in me.
I feel like I'm just beginning to hit my straps, actually, myself.
Oh, really?
But
well, you've just started going back to old Jimi Hendrix, haven't you? So
yeah.
Back to the 60s,
What about you, Pugs?
brother.
Are you all set for tomorrow's Throbber?
No, I'm not. I feel like I got to step my game up after last Friday, obviously.
that was a travesty.
I thought I had a Throbber there. Clearly it wasn't a winner, so I'll have to maybe switch up my tact a little bit.
Great stuff. So make sure you listen to the Throbber tomorrow and be in with a chance to set up a local legend and send them $200.
The Hodaki Big Show, weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Well, there you go, you mad bastards. That's your Thursday show done and dusted. Mogey, plans for you tonight, mate?
I'm actually going to a peace march tonight, so I'm taking my daughter. It'll be past her bedtime, so I'm taking her with me.
She'll love that.
She will. She'll be out in the pram there because she'll probably fall asleep. But we'll go out there for about an hour and then go home. And I want to watch a test between the Kiwis and Australia from 1953, so I'll bang that on about 10 o'clock tonight. Should be good.
Yeah, nice stuff. What about you, Pugs? What are you up to, mate?
No plans at this stage, but I got a new fridge today, so I'm excited to enjoy that when I'm making dinner. A nice new fridge.
Oh, good on you, man.
Good on you.
How much do you pay for a fridge like that?
I got it second hand, man, so it was pretty low key,
What
pretty
a
cheap.
rich guy,
Yeah,
eh?
nice,
rich guy rubbing his new fridge in our face.
Cheap
Can you believe
fridge. It was a low.
Yeah,
it was second hand. It was.
Look at this guy.
No, it was.
Hey, just on that march at 7:30 at RTS Square tonight in Auckland. If you're in Christchurch, you probably won't make it, so don't worry about it.
Yeah, good stuff, mate. I'm probably going to go home and stare at the wall.
Oh, which wall have you got now?
Probably. What I might do is I might stare out into my sunroom.
Yeah,
I might
yeah.
sit in my sunroom because it's quite lovely out there at the moment.
Yeah, if you stare out that wall, is that wall made of glass and you can see into the garden?
Yes, I can.
Yeah, that's
that's
nice.
nice.
So
That's
I'll be
nice.
staring out my window. I'll probably chat to my wife.
Sure.
Hopefully.
Probably have a bit of a tussle with old Terry.
Yeah.
And then probably call it a day.
It's been a big one, brother.
Yeah, it's been great. Hey, listen, it's been great having your company too. Thanks for listening to the show. Check out the podcast. Also, check out our Instagram account. Till tomorrow on the Friday Throbber. See you later.